Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, Mr. Hendrik. My name is Marcello Thadeus, and today I'm gonna tell you my opinion about should meat be taxed or not. Well, the price of food such as like vegetables, carbohydrates and meat are getting higher. It is mostly because of the genocide war that is happening right now, such as like for example, the ones that are happening between Iran and United States, Russia and Ukraine, and moreover, such as like Palestine and Israel. And well, because of this, the price of food staples is risen into unlogical prices, I think, and it is a big problem if governments raising the tax of the food staples itself, especially the meat, or I think that starting to tax any kind of food that is not taxed anymore. It's not taxed yet. Well, let me tell you about what is taxing. Taxing is a mandatory action for every purchasement that government regulate. So it is actually, for example, like you are paying the governments for how much percentage for everything that you buy. For example, in Indonesia, and beverages are getting 12 percentage charge of tax for the government. So if you pay, for example, around 100,000 rupiahs, you need to pay the government for example, for like 12% extra amount of charge for the total amount of the food that you pay. And then this actually become problems because, as like I said, since this modern era, this nowadays that war is everywhere, genocide is everywhere, and political issues and political system is not stable, and the price of everything is rising. I think it's not a best action for government to risen the price of meat. Well, why? Because meat is actually one of the most important food source for human, and human has eating it for over a million years ago. And besides of is meat healthy or not, I think it should not be taxed, especially in this kind of situation and in this kind of economy, because well, a lot of people are already in poverty and debt, and some people even cannot afford decent food to eat. So the action of taxing food is, I think, not necessary and a bad action for governments. I think governments can take profits or money from any other um, sector besides food and beverages, because it is actually one of the source for humans to live. So yeah, that's all about my opinion. Thank you.